All right, Illini fans. Brad Underwood has strong words about the people who didn't put Trent Frazier on the Defensive Player of the Year finalist list. So, first thing, let me say this. I have not watched every Illini game focused in on the defensive efforts of Trent Frazier. I haven't done that. Therefore, I cannot tell you if Trent Frazier is a Defensive Player of the Year finalist. If you have watched every possession of Trent Frazier on defense, then please let me know, does he deserve that honor? We're not going by what happened last year. We're going by what happened this year. Last year, when he was playing with Andre Cabello, Io, Kofi, and overall the team was playing really well, getting a number one seed, Trent Frazier didn't have to think about scoring. All he had to do was focus on defense first, second, and third, and scoring was fourth. That Trent Frazier in that situation, I remember watching games thinking, wow, Trent Frazier really played a great game of defense that game. Trent Frazier really slowed down that player on that team today. I would have times where I would think that. This year, that hasn't happened. I have not watched an Illinois game where I've seen Trent Frazier locking someone down or thinking, wow, Trent Frazier played a really good game defensively today. I don't remember that. I don't think I've seen that. If you have, please let me know what game it was so I can look into that. I want to see it too. So let me know. Um, Brad Underwood standing up for his player, you love that. Teammates standing up for each other, you love it. Io standing up for teammates that used to be his teammates, you love it. It's just all family, all love, and Brad Underwood is not happy that Trent Frazier is not getting the love from this committee. So I've said it before, I'll say it again. Do I agree with people that Trent Frazier's jersey should hang in the rafters? No. Do I believe Trent Frazier is the defensive player of the year? No. Do I believe Trent Frazier is a good offensive player? No. Do I believe Trent Frazier is the best guard in the Big Ten or anywhere else? No. I believe Trent Frazier is at his best when he is with a thriving Andre Cabello, a dominating Io, a dominating Kofi. When Trent is at best a fourth option, that's when Trent Frazier is at his best. When he focused on defense only with Io, Andre, and Kofi, that's when I would watch Illinois play and I would see at times, wow, Trent Frazier really locked him down. Trent Frazier really had a great game defensively. There were times last year where Trent Frazier's defense stood out, but that's because Andre, Io, and Kofi were doing all the scoring. So he had that luxury to focus only on defense. That's where he's at his best. You take away Io, you remove Kobe from the lineup, you have a disappointing Andre Cabello, all the pressures on Trent Frazier offensively. The one word for Trent Frazier offensively is inconsistent. That's the word for him offensively. Defensively, I couldn't tell you in detail how he's been playing this year. All I can tell you is he hasn't stood out to me. I haven't seen him lock anybody down or play a great game defensively that I can remember. But if you have, please let me know because I want to see it too. So before I end the video, we're going to listen to Brad Underwood. He's going to say something that I don't agree with, and that is Trent Frazier is a better defender than Ayo Dosunmu. Now, I will say, Brad Underwood, you're wrong about that because Ayo Dosunmu is doing this in the NBA against the best competition in the world in every game. To say Trent Frazier playing against college players is a better defender than Ayo Dosunmu, in my opinion, that's a slap to the face of Ayo. And I hope he doesn't hear that. I hope Ayo does not hear Brad say that Trent Frazier is a better defender. But knowing Ayo, publicly he may take it as no big deal. Knowing him, he might agree with it. Knowing Ayo, that's the kind of guy he is. Stand-up character. And I love that about him. But there's no way Trent Frazier is a better defender than Ayo Dosunmu. And I'll tell you this. You take Ayo Dosunmu last year and you say, Ayo, forget about scoring. All we want you to do is play defense. You'll be our fourth option offensively. You mean to tell me that Ayo Dosunmu could not have won the Defensive Player of the Year award if that's all he had to focus on? Stop yourself. He could have. That's what people don't understand. Now Ayo with the Bulls is in more of a position that Trent Frazier was last year. On the Bulls, Ayo is in the same position Trent Frazier was last year. Come in, defense number one. You're going to be a scoring option down the line. Score when you can, but number one is your defense. That's why you're playing. Same exact position of Trent Frazier last year. Same thing. And he's doing it for the Chicago Bulls at the highest level of basketball. So, to Brad Underwood or to anyone else, never ever say Trent Frazier is a better defender than Ayo Dosunmu. Because I just told you if Ayo Dosunmu in college was to do what Trent Frazier did last year, he would have won Defensive Player of the Year, period. So I don't want to hear that garbage. Ayo's in the NBA doing it. Understand that. So, Trent Frazier, overall, I'll remember him as a player that gave his best to the Illini for 5 years, and I'll appreciate that. He didn't quit on the team. He didn't transfer out. That's what I'll remember most about Trent Frazier. His commitment to the Illini, his dedication to the Illini, his giving it his all to the Illini. That's what I'll remember. Let me know what you'll remember. But those are my thoughts. Those are my explanations. Let me hear yours. ILL, INI. And did we listen to Brad? Let's listen to Brad again. I don't even remember if we listened to Brad. Let's listen to it.
I want to first start off and say what a joke, how disappointed I am that Trent Frazier, obviously nobody has a clue what defense is, that he's not on that award finalist list. Obviously, they don't talk to college coaches. More than likely, our style of play probably doesn't allow him to get enough steals. But they look at all the wrong numbers. They don't look at the opponents that he guards numbers when he plays them, because usually it's a night off for that.
All right. So Brad says they don't look at the numbers of the players he's guarding because usually it's a night off. All right, there you go. So I have been trying to find the statistics to back this up, but I cannot find them. Now, when it comes to college basketball, I can't find where I could look up the people that Trent Frazier was guarding their stats. I just can't find it. I know when they played Purdue, I know Purdue, their guards went off, so I know he wasn't talking about that game. So once again, if you know what game Brad Underwood's talking about, where he shut down somebody, please let me know. I'm serious. Let me know because I don't know.
For that person. Really, really disappointed. He's the best defender in the country. I look at what
All right. Best defender in the country. That's coach talk. I love it. Stand up for your guy. Is he really the best player on defense in the country? Absolutely not. But I cannot blame him. That's his player. Love to hear that.
Ayo Dosunmu's doing in the NBA. He's number one in terms of guys guarded and ball screen usage and effectiveness. And Trent Frazier is better than him.
Stop yourself, Brad Underwood. Trent Frazier is not a better defender than Ayo Dosunmu. I already went into it. You already know. That's a lie. Stop yourself right there, Brad. Shame on you.
And obviously, our style of play hurts him. But I want it out there publicly. It's not a Defensive Player of the Year award, in my opinion, if he's not on it. I'm ticked off. I'm frustrated. I'd like to know who the.
And also, a lot of this too is because of last year. A lot of this is from last year when Trent Frazier was playing that kind of defense when he was in that position. So what Brad needs to understand is it's about what you did this year. It's not an award about what you did the year before or the year before that. It's an award about what did you do this year on defense. So that's a distinction that has to be made. It's not a lifetime achievement award. It's a individual season award.
Committee is that puts that nonsense together, but it's obviously not intelligent people who are uninformed about styles of play and how defense truly impacts winning.
Wow, Brad Underwood came strong. So, in the comment section, let me know who did Trent Frazier guard this year that he shut down. Please let me know in the comments. All right. Other than that, ILL, INI.